Welcome to HK News, the show where I round up the week's entertainment news and recap them in as little time as possible. Let's dive right in. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. This week we saw a lot of news regarding upcoming releases, starting with the Elden Ring DLC announcements. Fortunately, it does include a release date. The Tarnish shall rise again on June 21st, 2024. Shadow of the Erdtree looks like a huge amount of content and we're calling it DLC, but I get the feeling it should be viewed more as an expansion. And you can finally just throw straight hands in it. Link to the trailer in the description below if you haven't seen it already. It's a good few months to replay Elden Ring and be annoying on Twitter again. The Borderlands movie also got a trailer. The movie's directed by Eli Roth. It was an alright trailer. I personally didn't see a whole lot of the Borderlands humor, felt more like Guardians of the Galaxy with a robot and Kate Blanchett. The aesthetics look great, especially all of the exteriors. It has this really nice Mad Max feel to the action. I'll give it a shot, despite the trailer ending with about 20 seconds of Claptrap shitting out lead in front of an audience. Link in the description below if you haven't seen it.
Go if you're looking at me! Actually, scrap that. I really can. Actually, it's helping.
Helldivers 2 dropped a new patch addressing their AFK problem. Previously, players were leaving their game running idle to avoid leaving their spot in the server and run the risk of not being able to log back in the next time they wanted to play. Remember, true Super Earth Patriots log out when they're done. Let the rest of us spread some democracy while you're gone. You good citizens don't have to worry about that anymore though. Thanks to this patch, players that remain idle for 15 minutes will now be kicked back to the title screen. They also address some crashing issues and other fixes relating to the stability of the game. The patch also introduced some other issues that have been acknowledged and are being worked on. Full patch notes in the descriptions below. Nintendo surprised us with a Direct on February 21st. I wasn't expecting it, but there is some fun stuff in there. Let's peep some of the announcements. Grounded and Pentiment, two of the Xbox exclusives going multi-platform, are releasing on Switch. We got a couple of cool looking indies. Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, a game that looks like the perfect way to introduce your preteen to Dark Souls. A Ranger, a tile-based RPG puzzle game. Another Crab's Treasure finds a home in the Switch on April 25th, 2024. That's my birthday, by the way. I've actually been following this game for a little bit, and this will probably be a pickup on the Switch for me. A couple of re-releases are coming down the pipeline. Monster Hunter Stories, the previously 3DS exclusive, is seeing some new life on the Switch. If you haven't heard about it, it's pretty much a turn-based version of Monster Hunter. That's also cuter. Epic Mickey gets a new coat of paint with Disney Epic Mickey rebrushed. Originally released on the Wii back in 2010, it's getting remade for the Switch. It honestly looks great. The cutscene comparisons are super fun. Shin Megami Tensei is getting re-released with a brand new story route under the name Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. The title will play pretty much the same as its previous release until the halfway point, when the player gets to choose to carry on with the story as it played out in the original release or choose the path of vengeance. It launches on June 21st and will also be available on pretty much every other platform. Gundam Breaker 4. If you're a longtime fan of the franchise, this means a lot to you. For the rest of us, it just looks like Anime Armored Core, and that's a good thing. Apparently, the original development team is back at the helm. Gundam fans are having a good time. And the big boy of the conference, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection arrives on Switch on March 14th, 2024. It includes all of the previously released content, plus some extra things here and there. Full announcement list in the description below. And that's it for this week's new recaps. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments on anything that we've covered. See you next week.